flowers and fruits will be brought forth. I have the impression that this is something which we learned already and which is so much tangible in this wonderful conference here, that we are very closely knit together. Our souls are very closely knit together, and we are ready to open it, the community, to everyone. And we never know what will be the outcome of our service. And on this I want to share with you one story which is long back in the time of Abdu'l-Baha, when he decided that the house of worship, the first house of worship, should be built in North America and in Chicago, as you know. And Corinne Chu, who was later the hand of the course, she was the one who was very much responsible to get the funds for it. And there came a black lady to her and she said, well, I don't have anything, but you know, I just found a stone, and maybe this stone could be a part of the building of this house of worship. And so Corinne Chu thought, how can we bring this huge stone to this site, you know, where the house of worship will be built? And so they found a baby carrier, and they put this on a baby carrier. And they moved there, and just when they came to this site where the house of worship should be built, it broke down, but the stone was now on this side. Now when Abdu'l-Baha came, he saw this stone and he said, well, this stone will be the cornerstone of the house of worship. Can you imagine? So I think it's, you know, the purity of heart which is absolutely crucial. And this is the cornerstone of the house of worship from this lady who wanted to participate. The House of Justice has called for pioneers and has called for home front pioneers. And since the last 5-year plan, already the House of Justice said it's equally important home front pioneers as international pioneers. In the past it was more international pioneers, but now it's absolutely the same. It has the same value, and it's in the same way important as international pioneers. And I don't know, some of you might know that, or might remember even, maybe some of you who are here, that in 1958 there was a huge conference here in Frankfurt as well, in the midpoint of the 10-year crusade. And this conference was already well planned by Shoghi Effendi. Unfortunately, he passed away in 1 year before, so he was not present, but there were 11 hands of the course present. And there was a huge call for international pioneers at that time, because there was still, you know, the plan to spread the Baha'i faith worldwide to each community. Can you imagine that at this conference, there were about 2,300 friends present, and 133 raised up as pioneers. And they followed the call of the beloved guardian and the hands of the course. So, and it is our ardent hope that at this conference as well, some friends will consider thoroughly and will make the decision that they will be ready to home front pioneer in one of the clusters. And as you remember yesterday, there was this song, raise up your hand, volunteer, there is a cluster which is in need of you. So please consider this thoroughly when you will be in your workshops. As we realize, we have here some international pioneers who are in Serbia just now, who are in Macedonia, and we have some from Kosovo, and we know, and it's really a reality, how they move forward these communities when they are settled there. And the same will be when you will settle in one of the Go clusters in your community, and you will have the absolute advantage that you know the language, that you know the culture. Even you could move within a cluster in a neighborhood, which is sometimes very, very much needed. You know, when we reach out to a neighborhood, it's absolutely important that someone is living in this neighborhood. So this appeal for pioneering and to consider to pioneer, this is something which I want to bring to your attention very, very much. And as you know, as Abdul Baha always said, and it was mentioned this morning in the devotional, I'm waiting for those souls who will rise up. And I think there is no greater service which one can give to the cause than to pioneer to one of the international goals which are still there. But now maybe it's more required to pioneer to the home front goals. It's quite, as I mentioned, quite a lot which we have to do. When we will definitely match the plan, we will definitely make it, as the House of Justice has any confidence. And you know from the past, there are so many examples. Always when the House of Justice said that this will come about and you will make it, it always was made. And I just want to come back to this first plan not in the United States, in North America. And at one point, I think it was half a year before the plan should come to an end, in 1944, that Leo Ayres, then hand of the cause of the faith, but he was the key person for this plan. He was somehow desperate, and he wrote to Shoghi Effendi that he is afraid that they cannot accomplish the plan. And his answer was just 3 words: be happy, be confident, persevere. And the plan was fulfilled. They made it. So you see, happiness, confidence in the divine assistance, and persevere. Never give up. You will make it. And we are always tested if we really mean it. And then we will fulfill our goals. At the end, it will be a seamless process from a weak cluster to a more stronger cluster, which will become then a B cluster, and then to start the intensive program of growth. It will not be a leap forward. It will be a seamless process, as the House of Justice has said. And I need to close. I see the time is over. And I want to close with the farewell address of the Bab to the letters of the living, when he sent them forth far and wide into the lengths and breadths of the land to give the glad tidings of the appearance of the promised herald who had come as their divine leader. And his words were the following: the very members of your body must bear witness to the loftiness of your purpose, the integrity of your life, the reality of your faith, and the exalted character of your devotion. I think there is no better way to say it. Thank you very much.